As they should be. See, you be doing that every time. See how you do me like that? You every time. When we get started, to be random now. Welcome to another wonderful Hump Day edition of Kick It Back with J. Cole. I am your host. Net starts me without our song. I don't know what happens. I love her. It's still all love. I'm just saying, it's okay. It's okay at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, it is. It's fine. If you can follow us on Instagram now. We doing Instagram live streaming, we're doing YouTube live streaming, we're doing Facebook live. So you pick your poison, you can catch us on all of those now, which is a good thing. I got two guests, and you hear the music. Oh my God, this win. Let me just take a drink.
I'm vibing, I'm chilling, I'm good. I'm kicking back and I'm vibing, I'm chilling, I'm good. I'm kicking back and I'm kicking back and I'm kicking back and I'm vibing, I'm chilling, I'm good. I'm kicking back and I'm good.
I know it's on. I'm gonna still keep talking because you know I'm doing the same thing anyway. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a lovely Wednesday edition of Kicking Back with J. Cole. I did a second intro because Net made me because she played my music. It's all love either way. Don't really matter about that. We appreciate you for tuning in this lovely Wednesday evening. We're gonna have a great show tonight. We have a returning guest. We actually have two returning guests. My very first guest on my show originally, and my good friend Ashley. I'm gonna introduce her briefly, and my other friend when she gets here, she'll be here. Don't worry. But the reason they're here is a very, very important reason. In 2 days, I'm hosting my very first event, and it's a live dating game. Good thing about that is this one right here, and I get a phone call just that quick. Wow, and just I got a call that quick. I'm gonna take the call too, just because it's awesome. Hello, you're Kicking It Back with J. Cole. How can I help you?
Hi, J. Cole.
Well, ask who's calling.
I'm not sure if I should say. But what's the topic for the night?
Oh my God. Oh, the topic is pre-gaming, and pre-gaming is what we're doing right now because my friend Ashley, who's been to the show. Welcome Ashley to the show. Hello Ashley. By the way, I don't want to be rude. Welcome to the show, my friend. Yeah.
Oh. Hi Ashley.
Hello. Hello, anonymous caller. We talking about pre-gaming. We talking about the event coming up because she decided to send herself to the wolves and be one of my first victims on my live dating game. The live dating game basically is gonna be the rendition of the old show. The dating game from back in the day, which it sounds like probably all of us are younger than to watch live, but it'd be a live thing. She'll have 3 suitors. Yeah, we was definitely younger than that. We have 3 suitors that want to, have seen her. She haven't seen them, and they're interested. So, they're gonna ask her some questions, and she's gonna pick which one she wants to go on the date with, and that's gonna be that. And then I have another guest who, you can't see her, but she'll be here. She wearing blue and green. She here, but she ain't here. She like the invisible woman and shit. But okay. She'll be here. She's another.
She still counts.
She counts.
She is still vitally important, invisible or not.
No, well, you know what? She's here, and she can't speak for herself. But when I tell you she's okay, she's gonna be great. She said she's happy to be here. What else did she say? She said thank you for calling in. And who are you? Is what she said.
Who am I?
Oh my God! This sounds like a sex line. It sounds like inappropriate sex lines going on.
I am not calling as if this were a sex line. I'm just using my sexy radio voice.
Oh, you got a sexy radio voice? Wait, let me see if I can get my sex. Me. Yeah, how you doing? How can I? What's your name, caller? What's your name?
Oh my.
Where you calling from this evening, caller?
Right now, you can call me Sweets. Let's just say that.
Plot thickens. I like a good plot.
So back to pre-gaming. What is you told me about your guest, but what is pre-gaming? Can you give me a little bit more information about that?
I got a question for you though, because I can tell you exactly what pre-gaming is. Have you ever partied before?
I have.
Have you ever went
pre-gaming where you like drink and get the party started before you get to your destination?
That's the right answer, man. That's exactly what pre-gaming is. But no, seriously, it's a mix of everything. And once we get into it, we're basically going to talk about, different aspects of pre-gaming and things like that. And there's different ways you can pre-game in different situations and scenarios. So we'll go through those too. But before I do that, I got to give them, my news for the week. That's usually what I do. It's basically me being a fake, TV news anchor and giving you like funny stories and whatnot. That's what I do. It's called What the Hell Happened This Week. That's what it's called.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, it's
what
quite interesting.
What the hell did happen this week, J. Cole? What the hell did happen this week?
You know what? The way you talking, I don't know what happened. You made me... I don't know what the hell happened.
You're a little nervous?
Never. Too legit to quit. But before we get into what the hell happened this week, I always have a meme that's associated with the theme of the week. And this week, we have... obviously, like I said, it's pre-gaming rituals. We always have one friend who just don't make it past the pre-game. Like, you get too damn wasted. And it's like I'm trying to figure out if I ever been that guy, but the meme is in association with that, and it's an old school meme too. It's like super old, like pre-gaming and like. Anyways, it's finna pop it up. Nate, you ready? There we go. When you pre-game too hard at the pre-game, like you see my man in the back right there, he looked like he had one too many crowns, and his homeboy still gambling, drinking, and my man's everybody that had that one person that been wasted.
Okay.
I've never been that person.
Well, you know how you just asked, you wondered if you've ever been that person?
Mm-hmm.
If you have to ask, you have been.
Well, first of all, that's okay then. I'm just saying, I don't remember. And I ain't supposed to, because you probably was blacked out, probably fell asleep. I'm just, throwing that out there. Like,
just putting it out there just in case.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite pre-gaming ritual?
Man, I don't have a pre-game ritual. Because I don't have music, and I don't remember the last time I did a pre-game. I don't.
Oh, come on. You really? You don't.
You
come
did
on,
pre-game
man.
for the birthday party?
When?
In January.
Which birthday party?
My birthday party.
Where did we pre-game? At your house?
No, we didn't pre-game.
Where was we pre-game?
No, I don't know.
I don't think we pre-game, fam. I think we just went right in and just got destroyed. Yeah. Oh, she said, hey, Ashley.
Hi.
Ashley, was that your party?
In January, actually, it was Gary's party, and a couple of us kind of,
It was a joint venture.
Yeah, it was a joint venture.
Wait, she said in January. When is your birthday, Ashley?
In January.
I mean January what?
Oh, I'm sorry. January 17th.
It's in January. The whole month.
January 17th is my birthday.
Okay, mine is January 7th. That's why I was asking.
Okay, Capricorn sister.
All right now.
Yeah, right.
J. Cole, what's your sign?
Man, I don't have a sign. My sign, I'm an alien. I'm not from this planet.
J. Cole, don't play.
I'm not from this planet.
Don't play.
You asking a lot of personal information. Are you the feds? I don't answer all them personal questions.
Am I the feds?
Huh?
Am I the feds? Is that what you said?
First of all, what I said was you asking a lot of personal information. I don't give out all that personal information all the time. You never really know who you could be talking to right away. We still ain't revealed you, mystery caller.
Now, first of all, if I want to know your birthday, you said first of all twice, so this is my first.
It's my show.
First of all, I'm your caller. Man, I don't get special privileges.
What?
I can find out when your birthday is.
Oh. Fetch.
I mean, I'm only asking you out of courtesy because you're the host.
Well, my Facebook page told me all that, so you know that anyway because you called in. So you know that because you called in. I wasn't born yesterday or the day before.
I don't know it. I mean, I guess I could go and stalk your page, but I prefer to come straight to the source because I'm not a stalker.
Okay, let me give you some help. My birthday is October 12th. I'm gonna have a party. I would invite you, but I don't know who the fuck you are, so that kind of don't work out.
Guess what?
I believe in inviting everybody. I'm a friendly person.
Know what's funny though?
What
is
up?
that even though you don't know who I am right now, you're gonna invite me to your party because you do know me.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, trivia is for later. I don't play games early in the show. Trivia is later.
Well, I love to play games. Trivia in particular. I love trivia.
Yeah, we banked on her, my nigga.
Did you hang up? Oh.
Anyways, back to
okay.
Thank you, caller, for calling in. Whoever the hell you was, took too long. It's our show. I ain't got time to go back and forth. I ain't going back and forth with you.
Oh, okay.
Now, what the hell happened this week? That's what we gonna get into. Let's start with some funny business, because I think everybody that's went to college can appreciate this young man. Jackson man arrested for hacking. Guess what? He was hacking every damn body's information. Let me tell you. A Jackson man is facing charges for hacking into an administrator's computer at a college campus, refunding all payments made by students since 2010. Not some, all payments.
Could he not hack into Sally Mae and
hey,
remove all my student loan payments?
First of all, I think that man did that because he's finna face some time. Those payments include tuition, books, housing, and meal plans. Since 2010, he finna go to jail for at least 20 years. Like,
I just need him to hack
Sally Mae. If you talking about a real American hero, that dude is it right there. Even though he looked kind of odd. God bless his soul for helping other people. Who takes the time to hack into, not only help yourself, you know what, since I'm blessing myself, I'm just go ahead and bless other people. Now the question is, do they got to pay that back? That's what I would like to know. Right. Can you find the originals?
Right.
So they got to pay that. If he was smart, you know, that's what, anyways. I feel like Nike should be doing a lot of that too. That's another story. But dude was mad wild. But that's funny. In another story, these Texas people are straight up loonies. Let me tell you. New release video shows a woman leading police in a Texas high-speed chase with a baby in the car before crashing into another vehicle and running out of the car with her baby. Like, I saw the video. I couldn't find it to show y'all. It's on Facebook. I promise you. It's probably streaming somewhere. But this the lady. This probably why she was driving like the way she was driving. If you look. She had to jack the other truck. The guy that had somebody in the truck with him, his kid or whatever, got his kid out the truck. Then they ran up and raided the car. Put the baby in CPS. Obviously, you know, she gonna go to jail for probably for a long time too. But I'm like, dude, like, how crazy are you to put your kid on a high-speed chase with the police doing 100 and your kid can fit in a, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But, like, that's crazy. Anyways, that's some stuff that
so the question then becomes, was she on something?
Oh, she had to be. She had to be. It ain't no, you on something. If you willing to risk your kid's life, not just yours, but your infant child's life, I'm talking about the baby was comfortable in that car seat because she was running with the kid. Like it was Black Friday sales in the morning running. Like, that's how fast she was running with that kid. But anyways, that was the craziest thing that I saw this week. But before I get into the video of the week, which is probably the most important video this week for me personally, is about the man right behind us, my man, Milwaukee's own Colin Kaepernick. You know what happened with him and Nike. You know, the campaign, he's actually been with Nike for a long time. It hasn't been a new thing. But in honor of their 30th anniversary, Just Do It campaign. 30 years of Just Do It. That just make us feel very, very old. Very old.
I don't feel old.
I said it makes me feel very old. Like, because think about Just Do It when we was kids. Like, I mean, you ain't got to look old to feel old. It felt, I'm like, damn, Just Do It. 30 years old? I remember getting J's when I was kids. I remember getting Nikes and Air Force Ones when I was kids. But like, 30 years? Luckily, Gwen is here. You know, I just got the message Gwen here, so that's good news. She ain't invisible no more. She downstairs, if you can, you know what I'm saying? Because she obviously didn't put it in. But my homie here, you know, we can definitely get her rolling along. But Colin Kaepernick is doing something that I think a lot of people will be scared to do in their own positions. Obviously, he has a voice bigger than other people because he's an athlete. So it makes it easier for him to spread his message. Like, we can all play our own part in spread the message he's spreading, you know, about police brutality and injustice for, you know, people of minority and people of color. That's all he ever wanted to do. He started off sitting. He talked to what's funny is he actually talked to a direct veteran, and the veteran was like, it would be better if you kneeled because sitting down is more disrespectful than kneeling. So he started kneeling. He was sitting down by himself. Like, I remember it like it was yesterday. He wasn't playing. He was Star Spangled Banner or whatever was playing. He sat down, and the veteran spoke to him. He had a long dialogue. He started kneeling. Next thing you know, everybody called him to it. But my only problem was this, and I want to hear what you got to say, but I'm gonna say this: like, it was a football player once upon a time named Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow used to kneel every single game. Every single game he kneeled. And he was doing it he was praying. And it's cool. I'm not judging him for that. But what I'm saying is the double standard on people judging Colin Kaepernick for why he kneeled, and nobody said nothing to Tebow about him kneeling, is something that really bugged me.
Right.
So I was like, I'm happy he did this. I'm happy Nike stood up and did their thing. So as real as it is, that's what's up. What you think about that?
So, I get a lot of people are missing the message behind what Colin is trying to do. So he wasn't kneeling to disrespect the Star Spangled Banner. Although if people really go back and look at all the lyrics, you will see that, is it the third stanza?
Yeah, they got
pretty
rid
much
of
talks
it.
about
Yep, 100%.
slaves. But his stance was to bring attention to. And I feel like, if he had the support of the other players, it could have been a huge impact. Like, if all the players decided to not play one game, that's a huge impact. Like, it would make more of an impact than, I mean, he's making an impact, but it would make a huge impact a lot faster.
I agree.
If they were to do that. But I think a lot of them are scared to do that for whatever reason. May it be, that they don't have their money saved up the way that they should, so then they're scared of missing,
I mean,
a
but
check.
when you're making that type of money, that's the first thing you're going to think of anyway. Like, you're going to think about your check, because a lot of those football players didn't come from nothing.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
and
but
that's
at what
why.
point
and I'm
in
not saying
time,
that's the wrong way to go about it, but I'm just saying that's why.
Oh,
yeah, Brandon. Yes, the hell I did, bro. They said I didn't hang up on her. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, yes, the hell I did.
He did.
Immediately.
He did.
I'm no diss to her. I appreciate you calling in if you're going to call in, but I got an hour show. I ain't got a 2-hour show. I ain't got time to play. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a show popping. You know what I mean? I'm trying to sell, myself and my people. I got to show these beautiful ladies off so these men can see them. They can, go ahead and, pick they choose come Friday, get out here and party. That's what I'm trying to do. Can't be holding me up, man. I got an hour show. But getting back to the topic before we play the commercial, because I'm gonna play the commercial. I'm gonna play the commercial, fam. But Colin Kaepernick is doing something that a lot of athletes, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, will be absolutely petrified to do.
Of course.
And I think that it's admirable of him to continue to do that, because he had $11 million on the table with San Francisco. He could have stayed. He left. He chose. That was a player option. He could be making millions right now, still playing if he wanted to, but he chose to go about his own way. And what happened? They colluded against him, and now they in court for that. And they going to pay the cost of that, because the man can still play. He's better than more than half of the NFL playing athlete quarterbacks right now. And I know sports, and I know you know sports. So you know that man can still ball. I mean, I don't know. I mean, with his lifestyle change, him being a vegan, they were trying to make all kinds of excuses about why he can't do this. He done lost 20 pounds, blah, blah, blah. Hell, I wish I could lose 20 damn pounds. But before we get into that, I'm going to go ahead and play this commercial. Everybody done probably seen it a million times today. And when I come back, I promise you, I'm going to be like, it's going to be like David Blaine. I don't know no other black magicians. So don't judge me. I'm going to make this person appear, I promise you. She going to be like, boom, like, and I'm cold, like, and I'm going to go to Vegas and just do magic instead of do TV shows and host. But yeah, we got Colin Kaepernick's commercial. If you haven't seen it, you're finna see it right now, and then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more and introduce my next guest that's coming up right now. So we're gonna kick it to the commercial right now for you.
If people say your dreams are crazy, if they laugh at what you think you can do, good. Stay that way. Because what non-believers fail to understand is that calling a dream crazy is not an insult. It's a compliment. Don't try to be the fastest runner in your school or the fastest in the world. Be the fastest ever. Don't picture yourself wearing OBJ's jersey. Picture OBJ wearing yours. Don't settle for homecoming queen or linebacker. Do both. Lose 120 pounds and become an Iron Man after beating a brain tumor. Don't believe you have to be like anybody to be somebody. If you're born a refugee, don't let it stop you from playing soccer for the national team at age 16. Don't become the best basketball player on the planet. Be bigger than basketball. Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. When they talk about the greatest team in the history of the sport, make sure it's your team. If you have only one hand, don't just watch football, play it at the highest level. And if you're a girl from Compton, don't just become a tennis player. Become the greatest athlete ever. Yeah, that's more like it. So don't ask if your dreams are crazy. Ask if they're crazy enough.
All right. Man, that's what's up. Salute to Colin Kaepernick, Milwaukee's own Colin Kaepernick. That's my dude right there, man. We get your thoughts. I told you, I magic trick, man. I'm a genius. She wasn't there, but she was here. Now she here. I'm gonna welcome my good friend, my very, very first guest on my show ever. Like, she was #1, and now she on episode 10. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I'm gonna welcome my friend Gwen. Appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
You know, thanks for reappearing. People was wondering what you look like. I mean, you was here. They heard you talking. You know, you had some comments. You know, I spoke on your behalf because they couldn't hear you. But in other news, I have a caller on the line that's not insane. Again, I appreciate the call, but god damn it, just say your name so we can get through it. I got an hour show. What's your name, caller?
Will Chambers, man. Will.
Oh, Will Chambers. If I'm not mistaken, aren't you one of my suitors for Friday?
I am.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Hello, my friend. I knew you were. It's a pleasure for you to be on the show. Why don't you say hi to the ladies? I ain't gonna tell you who gonna match up with, but at least you can tell them hi, you know.
How y'all doing today? Y'all doing all right?
Good. How are you?
Oh, the unison? SWN?
Yes.
All right, well, that's what's up. What you on here for, caller? What you want, man? What's up?
I want to discuss the Colin Kaepernick situation.
Oh, perfect timing, man. Let me hear what you got to say. I would love to hear it because I know you, being in the service, you definitely have a strong opinion on it, so I would love to hear what you got to say.
Talking to somebody, let me just give y'all a little bit of my credentials, okay? So,
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm a war vet. I served in the Iraq War, the Afghanistan War, 2 tours, both 10 months apiece. So, like I said, this is a little touchy subject for me.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you for your service.
I ain't thank you. I know you for a long time, bro. I ain't thank you for nothing. I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing. He know I appreciate him. I done told him that plenty times in person. He's a good friend, so I would.
I don't ever feel like Colin Kaepernick disrespected the flag in no way. No way, shape, or form. Like, I never felt like he disrespected the flag. I felt like immediately they turned that into a racial issue.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, that really bothered me that they turned it to a racial issue. And it's a touchy subject because I be at work sometimes and people get to talking like, oh, that motherfucker. I'll be like, oh, shit.
I ain't gonna ask him what race they is. We just gonna keep that neutral and keep it moving because I already know. I think everybody knows at the end of the day who's saying those things.
Right.
The fact that he asked the military member what should he do, I just thought that was, to me, that shows that he had no malice or anything towards the flag. He was just trying to do another issue. He was just trying to bring up another issue.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody else's president was hijacking that situation by making it that, and I think that made it even worse too because it turned it into a situation where people were forgetting the message. And the message is more important, regardless of who's sending the message. The message is what matters. I don't care if it was Jay-Z or Colin Kaepernick or Muhammad Ali or whatever figure brought it to the forefront. The message was what was important because it needed to be reached to make a difference. And the fact that we still haven't got that difference in our communities is what the problem is. And this started 2 years ago.
Right.
And to be honest, it was well before 2 years ago. Is beyond that. You know what I mean? Especially as far as the things that have happened in our communities that's not happening in other communities. I'll say that.
And you know, the best thing about the athletes nowadays is just the fact that they bringing up dialect. That's all we need.
Yes.
Just to talk about the issue. I don't care if they wearing a T-shirt that say "Don't shoot me" or anything of that nature. Any type of anything, whether it's LeBron, Kaepernick, anybody. As long as we talking about it and discussing it, that's just the start of it for me.
Yeah. And I definitely appreciate that you came in, because your opinion matters a lot. I'm not saying more than others, but it matters because you've served and you fought for our country and our liberties and the freedoms that we share over here that other countries don't even have an opportunity to share.
Right.
So, again, I joke with you, but I know how hard you are and how hard you work, so I appreciate you, because some people didn't come back from that. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate you calling in. One of my better suitors, if I have to really brag, you know what I'm saying, one of my better ones called in and showed me some love, you know, and I appreciate that. So anything you want to say, ladies, before we get back to the show? You might as well put your bid in, because you're going to talk to one of them. I know you're looking at them, so. It's going to be a good time, man. Make sure you come dressed, but don't come dressed better than me, because, you know, it's going to be hard to do.
I'm just chilling. I'm going to get back to this Bobby Brown part 2.
I heard that. I appreciate you multitasking, bro. I talk to you. Well, actually, we'll all see you on Friday.
All right.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
Later.
Yeah, I think that Colin Kaepernick thing is...
Well, yeah, get your 2 cents in.
Well, you know, I think this is the best corporate petty I have ever seen, for him to be endorsed by Nike and then the NFL paying him dividends unknowingly. Mm-hmm. This is like the purest form of payback. What am I trying to say?
Checkmate.
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 Listen, I love it.
Yeah.
I think anyone, for me, I put up a post a few days ago. Anybody who's mad at Colin Kaepernick but not mad at the president or 45 for not putting the flag at half mast
for John McCain.
Come on now.
Right. It's a lot of stuff going on, and people are really diluted, and they want to deal with what they want to deal with.
Exactly.
They want to accept what they want to accept.
Exactly.
And their president has allowed them to give them that power, because 4 years ago they wasn't running their mouth.
They weren't.
They wasn't doing this vocally.
They
wasn't doing a lot of this BS they was doing.
Well, let me tell you what was funny. I was actually watching Fox this morning. I have to tune in sometimes because it's like watching a train wreck. You can't stop.
Like nails on a chalkboard, man.
There was a guy on there. I can't even remember his name. I just know he was like a police officer.
That mean ain't important.
But here's the thing. Buddy said police brutality against black people is a myth.
Wasn't he black?
He was black.
See?
I said, how much money did they have to pay this
fool? For you to say that. But there are a lot of people that are in denial, which is sad.
Exactly.
But it's
Derek said, hey, Ashley, you know, people still on the thread.
Hey,
I appreciate
Derek.
y'all hanging in there. We had a look. It was touch and go earlier, but we all right. We moving along. You know, it's touch and go, but we good. But yeah, it's a good thing that he's keeping this dialogue open, and I hope that eventually, I mean, I know it just sounds overly positive, but I just hope that we can get some type of action, it won't be a solution, because I feel like it ain't been a solution since the 60s.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's been the same thing, just different ways.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Technology makes it different. You know, in the 80s, I'm sure with some type of situation made it different.
Right.
But hopefully we can get some resolve to where we can see some action, because our communities are fading away slowly but surely.
Right.
And they just pushing us out. You know, it's like they pushing us out of areas, out of jobs, out of situations. Even in Georgia, they pushing us out of areas to benefit
regentrification.
Non-minorities.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely, it's happening, and it's really touchy. And I really hate that that people aren't saying enough. And I couldn't have a show and an outlet without making sure that I'm representing and I'm putting my voice forward, so people understand that I understand what he's doing. I'm with him 150%.
Right.
And I hope is more that I can do in the community and do my part to play my part in some way, shape, or form. I ain't saying I can turn over reform and have Congress moving mountains for me, but I can find a way to play my part, which I hope all of you do watching, or you encouraging somebody to do that, because I got this behind me for a reason. Is serious. I believe in that. I could put anything behind me. I could put my big ass head like I normally got on the side, but that's another story for another day.
Please don't.
Shut up. Shut up.
So let me. I was looking at something on Facebook earlier, and it was mind blowing. And it was saying that every other countries, their constitution is rewritten like every 12 or so many years. Our constitution has been in place for 200 plus years.
And guess what? We weren't even citizens.
We haven't, right? We weren't citizens when it was written. It has not been it's time for it to be revised so that it's a little more. What's the word? Relevant. Will that change anything? Maybe not, but it's a
it's a start.
It's a start.
Yeah.
It's a start.
Because right now we live in a lie.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, and it's not that we live in a lie. I think that it's just the situation we got in puts us in a bad predicament as a people. Not all of us, because some of us are better off than others.
Right.
But it puts us in a spot where some of us are forced to choose, and we sacrificing a lot. Like Ashley said that, but I think you were walking in when she said it. She was just talking about other people being afraid to do that. What he's done, he sacrificed $11 million that was on the table.
That's
for him.
right.
It was a player option, which means he could have said, "I'll take $11 million for this year," and then the next year he could have did that.
Right.
But he didn't wait. And I think that's admirable. Obviously, he got his money in order to do what he needs to do because he ain't hurting. He still got Nike, obviously.
Nike.
But other athletes don't have that because he was actually a really good quarterback. He wasn't a great quarterback, but he was really good. He was one pass away from being in the Super Bowl. I mean, twice because he went, he got really far in his job. So he did his job.
Right.
And the thing with that is you have to appreciate somebody that actually has a status. Is not the kicker. No diss to the kickers. I think everybody's important on the team.
That was kicker shade.
You know what I'm saying?
That was kicker shade right there.
Kickers can win you fantasy football games, so I'm not dissing any kickers. Fantasy football game, kickers can win you a game. And on Monday Night Football, the last kick of the game, they can win you some money. All I'm saying is
Super Bowl winners.
It wasn't somebody that's riding the bench. It's somebody that actually had a social status that knew who it was. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's important.
Ooh.
He has a status.
Speaking of social status, my hat completely goes off, and I know this is off subject, to Tyler Perry.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
That brother is making so many moves for the black community for him to step up and give that man a job from the Cosby Show.
Yeah. I wasn't going to talk about it because I felt like it was something that was going to happen either way. I felt like his blessing was coming because he was doing it the right way.
Right.
But Fox thankfully gave him the avenue by being idiots to get what he needed faster.
That's true, but
he was doing auditions. He's a talented man.
Yeah,
but
it just was coming
it
up
was
short.
like they actually screwed themselves. Oh, you want to badmouth somebody for having a job? Look what happened. You just got him some more money in his pocket than he had. And guess what? When he done with that Tyler Perry show,
to make evil, or what they set out for evil, ended up working in his. On his
it was two sisters that put it out though.
Right, like. And that's what's messed up about it. Like, they kick you when you're down. Like, and it's really bad because it's like, think about it, y'all. Like, when is it a bad thing to have a job? Like, and I understand women and men have, different priorities or different things that they like, non-negotiables. This man was working at Trader Joe's. Let's keep it a buck. If you knew a dude, he ran up on you. Come on now. Let's be real. If a man ran up on you, hey, Gwen, how you doing? I'm good.
Work at Trader Joe's?
Where you work at? Man, I bag groceries at Trader Joe's. Let's be 100. You might talk to him for a minute, but you in the back of your mind, what you thinking about? This nigga work at Trader Joe's.
Listen, I am just not for hashtag poverty love and struggle love, like hashtag struggle love. That's just not my thing. I don't look down on anybody who works at Trader Joe's. I don't.
You're not looking down on people. It's cool.
I can't.
You can have your preferences though. You can have your preferences. Right. I mean, to my knowledge, none of these homies work
there are other factors
Trader Joe's.
That could be.
I didn't really probe their jobs, but I know they all got jobs. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to make is,
I'm sorry, y'all.
No, it's real though because some women. No, think about it. Some women don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Some women don't want to deal with that. It's just enough. That's a whole other subject for another day. That's part
it is because there are other factors that are involved in it. Like
they ask you to help.
Is it part time?
Can I have some gas
working
money?
On something else in the.
That's what you.
It's a whole lot.
I'm sorry.
That's a whole
all.
another animal.
I'm just worried about being used.
I think everybody is.
I mean,
though.
I understand that.
Everybody is it because you got it goes back and forth. It's just more or less for the women because men are usually the initiators of contact and reaching out and shooting a shot.
Right.
Now there are women that do that. I'm not knocking them that do, but you know what I'm saying. Some women don't. They expect to be courted, and that's dope.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a man that can give you that same flavor, you know, working at Trader Joe's can give you the same type of day to do that. Own parts of Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? He can give you that same flavor. You wouldn't know the difference if you never asked him.
That's true.
But because it's just the way how you handle your money. He could be good with his money. He could
He
be safe.
I mean, he
correct.
could.
That's why I said there are a lot of factors involved.
Factors. That's why I said that's a whole
Let-
other subject
Let me
for another day.
just say,
We ain't talking about the dude that work at Kroger bagging groceries.
it-
He did say Trader Joe's. He didn't say Kroger.
I'm just
He
saying,
didn't say
though,
Aldi.
you listen. If
I'm
you
just
make
saying.
$10 an hour, that ain't gonna cut it because I want to go on trips and we ain't gonna be able. I'm gonna have to pay for your trip. That's not gonna work for me.
You ain't gonna get no argument from me. I'm just saying I understand
But
why
I love
you
you
feel
and
that
I'm
way.
proud of you.
I understand why you feel that
Keep
way.
doing what you're doing. Just don't do it with me.
Speaking of dates and partying, we gonna talk about you know what we came here to talk about was pre-gaming because you know we pre-gaming y'all for you know the lovely event where y'all decided to sacrifice yourselves on my behalf for my first show. I
That
appreciate
sounds so
y'all.
horrible.
I do, but that's
Say
like
it
it sounds
like
like
that.
making it more intense. You know, you just say it nicely. It don't sound. I want it to be mad uncomfortable for y'all. You know, until the time of. You know,
It's already like my stomach.
Listen, okay, so at least it's not just me who feels that way because I have been a nervous wreck.
you guys are tripping, man.
Yes.
Like, look. Listen.
What if they come around the corner and be like, "Oh, you don't like your picture"?
First of all, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I provided more than enough information for them to either
Well,
pick
now
they
the question
choose.
is, what pictures did you show?
Don't worry about that. I'm good at what I do. Okay.
Bruh.
Did you
I
give an
can't. I
exact,
can lead you to water, but I can't make you.
an
drink.
I
exact
might be a whole
reflection
catfish.
Shut up talking to me. Go back. I'm gonna make you go back and visit.
You don't know
for
what's
2 seconds.
behind the
I'm gonna
banner at
bring
the
you back
bottom of
to
the
visit.
screen. I'm
First
just
of all, hey,
saying.
first of all, you see that dude down there? He make it happen. Okay. So at the
Yeah.
end of the day,
You the man
it's gonna
with
be
a
good fun. And like I said, I think I told Ashley. I said, worst case scenario, what if you go on this date? It don't matter. You still gonna have a whole night to party and mingle with every other single guy in there.
Touche.
They get to see your personality anyways. That's why I think the dating game is fun. It's not just about the 3 people y'all gonna see. It's gonna be about everybody else there seeing who y'all really are. You get to see that, and some of the women get to see the men y'all don't pick. You know,
Right.
so it goes both ways. That's why the party is valid. That's
the
why it works out. It's not about the
leftovers.
3 guys. It's about y'all because that's who I chose first. Because I promised you, you know, when you jumped on. Next time I do it in, I think November, I'm gonna do 2 guys. and
Hopefully,
have-
I'm cuffed by then.
You know,
Yes.
you better
It is
speak
cuffing
that. You better
season.
speak that.
Cuffing.
It's
That's a
cuffing
whole nother.
season.
That's another episode. That's
What,
another
cuffing season?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's coming
Child,
up.
I'm behind the 8 ball on cuffing season. Come
Listen.
on, Friday.
Y'all better tune in. I'm gonna give y'all.
I'm 6 years
some
behind
tips
the
and
8
tricks.
ball.
Hey, first of all,
oh.
I'm gonna get you some tips and tricks.
I understand.
I'm gonna get you right in there, right in the groove, so y'all can, you know, get chose. If y'all don't get chose this weekend, I wish that on y'all though. I wish nothing but fun and good conversations and bad decisions on,
Don't put me on
Friday.
TV to be shamed now. Shame.
Oh, I'm gonna bring y'all back because I want to hear about these dates. So I'm gonna bring y'all back so we can hear about these dates. But first of all, let's talk pre-gaming. What do y'all do? We'll start with you, Ashley. What do you do for your normal party pregame? Since the first thing we're gonna do is a party, obviously on Friday. The after party is gonna be fun. It's a stoplight after party. I ain't announced that to you though. Stoplight after party is basically you walk up to the door upon entry and you're granted 3 ideas. And women only get 3, guys get 2. Red if you're not available, which I hope no guys approach y'all. Yellow is for the women who have a complicated situation and they might want to pick they choose if they so see fit. They might not be feeling it. And then green, you know, everybody know green light is a green light. It's a go. Everybody single and ready to make
The green light.
So you get to pick that at the door. Y'all already have y'all's because y'all gonna be, you know, handling y'all business. So that's how y'all can pick y'all choose out there and they can pick y'all.
Okay.
That's what the stoplight party is about. So even if you not, you know, even if you taken, you can still have a good time. And
Sure.
people watch and drink and have a good time. They got hookahs, they got food. You know what I mean? It's a good time. So
I'm ready.
it'll be nice. So what do you do for pregame?
So I think it depends on the type of event I'm going to.
Okay.
My pregame looks a little different.
Let's say a party or a club, because those are pretty much one and the
I
same.
don't do the club like that, but
Right. But I'm saying
okay,
hypothetically.
okay.
Well, I mean,
I got
yeah.
you. I got you. All right, so normally, of course, there's going to be music involved. I'm a big music person,
Okay.
so I've got music going, blasting throughout the house.
Is that a
and-
woman thing?
Yeah, I don't know. It must
that a
be.
woman
Yeah,
thing?
I blast music.
Maybe.
It puts you in the mood.
Yeah, it
I
puts you
mean,
in a-
if I'm
it
with the
puts you in
homies,
the
we
mood,
drinking.
yeah.
We ain't nobody gonna pop on no music.
normally
I'm just
I'm-
keeping it a buck. Like we ain't gonna be like, yo, turn on Drake, like or turn on Jay. It's
Well,
like
you
if you
know-
playing music already or we doing something. But I'm saying like I seen like a woman thing is like they turn on like whatever they like to listen to, and it's go time.
So yeah, like if I'm at home by myself, then
gotta
yeah,
practice
it's music
how you
going.
gonna
But
look.
even so, like when homecoming comes around, me and my girls get together. Like they're all at the house. We got music going. Their libations flowing.
Okay.
You know, everybody's in the bathroom putting on makeup and doing their thing. But
Like,
we're
girl, I'ma be
all
dancing like this.
yes, we're dancing around the house and we're like doing all that stuff. So
Okay.
it's like a small little party before the big party.
Okay. You? What you think? Go ahead.
Oh, what do I do to pregame?
Pregame, yeah.
I mean, same thing. I mean, we may take a couple shots
You
before.
see my meme of the week? Because apparently, according to the caller, I don't remember about my pregame.
You pregame that hard?
Apparently,
That's
that's
what
what I can't remember.
That's what the caller said.
Hey, Nat, you got the meme real quick? I'm gonna show you the meme.
Put
Look
the
at
meme
that.
up.
See, apparently, I'm that dude in the bottom right corner.
Oh,
okay?
Lord.
Allegedly.
Oh, well, who's the designated driver?
No, first of all, you turn up. When it's time to go, you take it to the next level. You get a bottle of water, you get your ass up and go.
Oh, wait, hold. We establish a designated driver. So once we get a designated driver, everyone else can get trashed and do what they want to do.
Okay.
We practice twerking in the mirror. We say
you
what
have
we
to
gonna
get your
do.
moves right
Oh,
before you
And
get to
listen,
the
Okay.
listen.
I'm learning some stuff here. This is new.
Me,
I don't know
me
this.
and
I don't-
my friends was just recently here in July for one of my girlfriends. We've been friends for almost 20 years. We was just recently here for her bachelorette party.
Okay.
So a part of our little pregame, we did a Kiki dance. Now once it came time to do the dance, we was too scared. And so I just went and sat down somewhere. And, you know, we just have fun and we hype each other up like, yeah, girl, we gonna do this.
Okay,
And, and
okay.
when we on the way there, we like got the windows down and we talking to random people in the car,
Yes.
hoping they don't
Nice.
follow us and
Okay.
like, oh girl, let's go here. Oh, it's too crowded. Or we might do parking lot pimping.
no wrong
We'd
with
be
that.
like, oh,
Ain't
what's
no wrong with
up?
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's real pregame. Okay. I like it.
We trying to keep up
like
with
I
the
said,
young
men's
girls.
pregame, it ain't really the same type of situation. We don't really operate like that.
Okay, so what's y'all pre-gaming?
Like, dude, well, it all depends on the homies you got around you, first of all.
Yes.
Let's be clear, because everybody don't do everything
Of course.
you do. You know, I got some homies that partake, in herbal therapy sometimes, and
edibles.
some of the homies don't participate in herbal therapy, so you don't want to, push
Disrespect
nobody
them,
out.
yeah.
So you don't want to disrespect the crew, because, when you going out with crew, you don't want to disrespect
Right.
nobody. So depending on, how many of us it is, it's going to be drinking off top. You know what I'm saying? We shit talking, we drinking, because for us, it ain't really no pregame. If it is, it's like, okay, let's take some shots. We ready to go. We ain't finna sit around and look at each other in the face.
Right.
It's like the homies we moving quick. Okay, you got a
Yeah,
shot,
we
let's
don't
take a
move-
shot.
we don't
Okay,
move
y'all
that
want to take
quick.
another shot? Because we don't take that long. We come prepared. Y'all don't be prepared. Y'all might hang
Your
out, kick it.
pre-game starts at like 5 o'clock
Right,
in the
like-
afternoon.
Hold on.
Yeah.
All my friends know when they see that green purse,
What's in it? A gun or something?
it's on and popping.
What's in there?
It might be
Weed?
anything. It might be
Weed?
Crown in there. It
Is
might
weed
be
in there? It's Crown in
1800
this
in
cup.
there.
I'm just saying, is it weed in there?
It ain't nothing in there right now.
That's okay.
No, I can't carry reefer, honey. I can't
Yeah.
carry reefer.
But no, I'm just saying, like I said, as far as the homies, if we pregame, it's like somebody got a bottle at their house. Oh, let's take a shot before we bounce. It's not let's sit down and kick it. Unless we waiting on somebody, we might take a drink, but that's it. Guys
Okay.
don't pregame. We just get the hell up and go.
They be like,
In
where the
certain
hoes in the
occasions, like-
tacos?
Right. If I'm
That's a whole
home,
ritual.
it's different. Like if I'm home, people are already probably at the house. We just waiting on somebody else to get there again. We already be drinking anyway. Like guys don't wait till pregame to drink. We drinking probably at noon.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
what I'm saying. Like especially if I'm home and I'm not in Atlanta and it's the weekend and the homies come by, they kicking it, they all coming to show love. They do, and shit, we drinking already. People pop up with 12 packs of beer. Okay, either we finna stay or we finna go, but either way we gonna be drunk.
Yeah, y'all trying to keep
Like that's just real.
Yeah.
Like, but a lot of guys don't pregame. So, all right. So for y'all, the type of pregaming for like let's talk about social events, not parties, not clubs. Like more like maybe a work function or like a day party to where it's like you come into like a corporate event or something like that. Do ladies pregame for that, or do they just go
No.
and mooch
Of
off
course
the?
not. I
what's
can't
the-
function. I can't function.
Yeah, there's no pre-gaming for work functions.
Yeah.
I'm just
not-
saying, like a work function where you want to, because
No.
some people you can't tolerate without alcohol. If you outside of your business,
Oh, honey, if I can't tolerate them without alcohol, I will probably tell them all of my inner thoughts with it.
see, that's
So
what,
I
that's what I'm
can't.
saying, man. You
Um,
can't be doing that.
So I just show up and just pray I make it through. I might throw that church finger up and tippy toe out to the bathroom until they finish.
I'm just saying because sometimes I'll be at work events, and the good thing about the job that I have, they'll drink right there on the spot. We have a goddamn taco little thing hosted by one of the nice little Mexican restaurants in the area. And
put in my
they
application.
got goddamn tequila there. I'm like, my man, it is 1:30. I have to be here till 5:30. This is not a good idea, but they don't be caring. But it's a lean company. Again, I don't work for a corporation that has like I'm not like I'm working for Nike or like, you know what I'm saying, Google or some shit. It's like I'm working for a mom and pop place, so it's a little different for me. But like, shit, man, I got to get to the end of the day. I can't do this.
So I think for me, it's a little different because my team is very close knit. Like, so we've worked together almost 5 years. So we're very close knit. So, like, we'll do get-togethers at people's houses and things like that. So that's a little different now. The last company I came from, no.
Oh, okay. What
there were a lot of people that I weren't too fond of. So I would be in the corner, and I'm like, going over here, you better hope I don't say something that I don't.
I'm gonna show some love.
It's
on the point of pre-gaming because I'm gonna shout out my moms. What's up, mom? I know she on. She said hi to you too, by the way.
Hey, mama.
Yeah, she said hey to you. She said hey to you. She always say hey to you. But moms is the bomb because like she's the queen of pre-game because she don't ever go no damn where. And when she do is like she don't go to drink. She might have a drink, but she's the queen. Man, I'm telling you, when I go to the house, she already got a bottle or two of Corbel Brut. That's her champagne to drink.
So you learn pre-gaming at home.
That's man, what we're saying. Pre-gaming, moms is the queen because she can kick it, and she'll try to hang with us, and then eventually she'll slowly fade away after that bottle. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go to sleep, but it's enough room. But she's a pre-game queen. I love my mother, so you know she always tuned in, and I appreciate it. But that's one person I know who know how to pre-game. Like she'll start drinking. If she ain't got to work that night, because she worked third shift. She worked at the hospital too. She OB tech. So, you know what I'm saying? She been doing that since Just Do It was the campaign. Since it's the 30th anniversary. She been doing it that long. But
it's just a check.
You know what I'm saying? But she's dope. So she does pregame, and it's like it's funny because she got that brute in her hand, and it's beast mode. Because she gonna tell you what the hell she thinking. She gonna judge you, and she can because she run the house. You can't tell her nothing. She kick you out the house.
There you go.
She don't never really kick people out the house. She just she threatens. It's like a soft threat, but it's love because we crack the hell up. Because you look her in the face, she tell you like, look, and then she won't say nothing, but you look. You know,
you know what that look is. Like, that mama look.
And everybody be like, look, you better leave Fizzle alone. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass up out of here. But that's what pre-gaming is about, man. Pre-gaming is about having fun and doing things like that. But the worst part, like I said, of that is falling into a situation where you got some plans to go and you got that one person who just overdo it. Like they just drink one too many drinks, one too many shots, and y'all ain't even got to the function.
Oh, yeah.
So they slopped over and they can't function. I ain't gonna air out none of my homies, you know, ain't no snitch around here. But you be like, damn, bro, you couldn't have just kicked it back just a little bit, bro. Like, cause I don't want to babysit you, bro. I don't want to babysit nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, no damn body.
I'm trying to have fun, but your titties all out.
You fucking up my high, bro.
We gotta get beat up because
you fucking up my whole high. Cause I'm not finna babysit you. I'm finna sit you down in this booth, and you finna sit here
with these shades
on, looking like Weekend at Bernie's.
I'm glad I don't have those experiences.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I have been that person.
Very fortunate.
You was Weekend at Bernie's?
Oh, yes, but it was bad because it was my birthday weekend. Let me tell you, I don't know why they shut down Dugan.
It's your birthday.
Yeah, it was my birthday.
It was your birthday.
People was just buying me shots after shots, and me and my sister took like 3 steps out of the Dugans. 1, 2, 3, maybe 5, 4, 5.
You went from
and
3
both
to 5.
of us hit the ground.
You can count. You went from 3 to 5.
Oh yeah, no, I don't even know how many steps it was. All I remember is security was picking us up, putting me in a car. That's all I remember from there. But we had fun.
I remember I got drunk
but I don't do that once in a lot.
I do. You know what? I had to go back into my database. I remember one time in Wisconsin where I pre-gamed way too hard before a party. It was one of my best friends, my boy PJ. It was his birthday. It was in June because his birthday is June 19th. So I always remember that because of that. But it was the weekend. We went to this bar with his dad. It was early in the day. You know them old heads go to like bars where they got pool tables and new jukebox. Now they electronic. You know what I'm saying? It was, back then they probably was them
sticking them quarters in there.
$2.
Yes, so, that's my song. Wait a minute.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, Brandon, hey man, I wasn't drunk that night when I stole that lap dance, and I wasn't stealing. But that's another story. That's Brandon always airing out people. See, he's snitching. See, that's why I didn't steal a lap dance. It's snitching, and I'm cussing him out when I get home in October. But
do tell Brandon.
Yeah, that's another story for
Right.
another day. That's another story for
Tell
another
us
day.
everything.
Anyways,
We
it
need
wasn't.
to
I already
know.
talked to Mike about this. My boy Mike was there too. It was a long story, but that was like a strip club experience when I first got here. But that's another story for another day. Anyways, like I said, we was drinking at the old people bar. You know what I'm saying? You know, the jukebox playing "Not Gonna Lose." So they playing pool and shit, and his dad is buying us
Don't ever
like
do that again.
double shots.
Never.
Double shots of like whiskey. And now mind you, I'm not buying this damn like I'm not buying it. He just giving it to us. And it's like, you know, they had them, you know, it's an old bar when they got like the shot glass like this. You know, shot glass is like 1 ounce. They got the double shot glass whiskey.
And they poured a double shot in it.
Dude, like, and they handing that shit over, and I'm thinking I can do this shit. I'm drinking, popping them bitches back with PJ, playing pool, watching his dad playing pool. It's a good bonding moment for them and shit. Like, I'm just in the background drinking. Man, by the time we got to the club, by the time it was nighttime, when I tell you, all I remember is throwing up out the side of my car in my passenger seat, being escorted to my house. And it wasn't PJ, because, dude, we got into the club. All I remember is getting the bottles we had, and I took 1 shot. Mind you, it was white, so it wasn't what we was drinking. So, and it was like, I don't remember drinking. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember eating.
They said you threw up in their car.
Their car? No, they wouldn't. Shut up. That was another, that was Hideaway. That's a whole nother time, Q. I'm just talking about another time. But no, first of all, I remember that time, though. This time, I don't remember how I got home. That time I remember doing it, and PJ threw up one time in the Hideaway too.
So now we put
Quandra
everybody
telling.
out on First Street.
Quandra giving the tea.
Wait. Don't put it all out.
Quandra
I'm pulling Nino Brown. I'm gonna pull a Nino Brown. If I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me.
No.
Because Mike, I didn't see Mike run in draws in Jamaica straight down a condo. But see, y'all want to look at me funny, right? He just told me. They was just saying. I'm just saying. It was like, you know.
Mikey telling all the business.
Hey, I love my brother, but I'm saying he was fucking Usain Bolt before Usain Bolt was Usain Bolt. You hear me? Like, and that was just off Long Island. But that's but that was high school, so it was another time for another day. Okay. But no, it was the best thing about pre-gaming is just not getting fucked up. Okay, that's the goal. You don't want to get fucked up.
You just want to get
right. You want
to get right so you can get in there and shoot your shot with who you see.
So you don't have to spend all your money.
Don't spend all your money. You know what I'm saying? Is like it's a reality.
Cost too much.
Oh man, like depending on where you go.
Yeah.
Depending on where you go, it can be a pretty penny.
Them drinks be like $20. Well, what's in it?
Right.
Gold, aspirations, dreams.
Man, it's a lot of
drive and ambition.
Yeah, and you got to think about it. Like when people doing it, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go in here and drink. They ain't think they gonna get drunk. Cause I don't think nobody goes in a situation to get hammered to the point where you can't function.
I mean, I kind of do. I
feel like
the goal is to be toasted.
The goal, I mean, you want to get right, but I don't think nobody ever drink to get drunk. Like, think about what I'm saying. Not drunk is, I guess, his levels is drunk too in pregame, because you have situations where somebody, you want to get wasted, right? But you don't want to get wasted to the point where you throwing up and you can't function. Your motor skills is all jacked up. You know what I'm saying? Because what if you by yourself? And think about the times.
What's the point of drinking if you don't?
No, I'm saying if you leave by yourself or you came by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's true.
So, like, you pregame and you come by yourself. Like, how the fuck you gonna get home? Your homies gotta get you to the crib.
Quandra said you got pepper sprayed. Is that true?
Man, I've been pepper sprayed.
Oh my god,
I've been pepper sprayed. I had a lot of shit. I could write a book, fam. I could write a book, fam. Like, this ain't about me. This is my show. Like First of all, let me tell you what happened. I'm gonna run down the dialogue of this show. I had a creepy call that lasted way too long than it was supposed to. I still don't know what the hell it was. Okay, caller, if you were there, don't ever do that shit again on my line, please. I'm trying to run a nice Christian show around here, okay? And we don't have time for that, okay?
Wholesome.
We're kneeling like Tebow, since he can do it and Kaepernick can't.
Exactly. Ooh, honey, let's not even get on
I'm not
that.
getting into that. I'm just saying. But no, it's
Ooh,
man, I done been through shit. I could write a book, man. I had some fun. Like, if you ain't, I mean, what's your story? Like, the one thing I get back in retrospect, and I'll close out in a second, but like, it's about the experience. Like, what you gonna tell? What's your story when you get older? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying everybody has to say, "Oh, I was wasted," but life is about experiences, man.
Right. Yeah.
And that's why I asked y'all about y'all pre-gaming experiences, because everybody from different places. I'm not from here.
Right.
You know, you ain't from here. You know, so it's like everybody is different. And it's like, just like Colin Kaepernick talking about, he wants equality for everybody. Shit, come have one of them situations where you that drunk and get pulled over by a police officer.
Ooh, child, I did one time.
In the country.
No, let me tell y'all about this.
You might not get out of that one. No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not the same privileges everybody gets. And that's what he's talking about. But it's tying it into pre-gaming and drinking. But at the same time, a lot of our people are doing the majority of hanging out, kicking and drinking in certain spots where a lot of cops are trying to make it really bad for us. They want to get us. They want to pinpoint us. They want to trap us.
We just got to be smart.
Yeah.
Uber.
And my friend said it. She said physical responsibility. That is so
well,
real.
I think the fiscally responsible thing was drinking before you get there so you don't have to pay $20 for a drink at the club. I think that's what sis meant with that.
No, I mean, but too, responsibility is key in every aspect because we being hunted.
Yeah,
you know
we really are.
Hunted. And it's not like we can take care of ourselves. We know what we're doing, but we just don't get the same privileges as other people, which makes it harder for us. Like somebody was talking online, and they made it. He made a point talking about like it was an actor too. I forget his name. He's a talented actor. He's an African guy. He was just saying basically, we as black people, we have to work harder than everyone else
just to be on the same level.
To stay on and not even on the same level. And it's not like we can't get those options to just be regular and get away with shit. We have to be extraordinary all the time to even stand out, not even a little bit, just to be considered equal. And that bothers me, but it's a great point. Like, we can't do what we want to do because it's like we less than human or some shit.
Right.
And I don't agree with that. I think that's why we should always make sure we trying to do our part to be safe and make sure our people are safe. Because, we always got that one drunk fan.
Yeah.
Because that could put them in a situation where they might go to jail that night.
Right.
Not because they drunk, just because they black and drunk.
Right.
You know what I mean? White people have, like, different places where they can go and get wasted, and the cops just be looking at them like, oh.
And helping them. And let me tell you something.
A lot of that is they have people in places that can make a phone call and say, hey,
my daddy's a judge, my uncles are this and that and stuff. We actually need to get people in official offices like that. But let me tell you something. Somebody who is super controversial, that during Omarosa, let me tell you, not everybody hates Omarosa, and I don't like her personality, but the young woman is smart, and she never forgot she was black. Let me tell you, if y'all didn't see it, she went on Bethany's show and was like,
Is she white?
Oh, yes.
Because I ain't watching it.
And she said, Bethany.
I'm just saying. Come on.
No,
Ashley,
listen. Bethany invited her. Bethany invited her on the show, and she was like, yeah, in a year, your show will be canceled. But I can't even get a show. Basically, I'm an extraordinary black woman, but you're an average white woman, but they're going to give you a show. When I tell you she ate Bethany alive, and Bethany was just standing there looking like a deer in headlights, like she ate alive. And guess what? In a year, her show was canceled. One thing about it, that lady never forgot she was black. She kept records. She recorded because she knew one day they was gonna remind her that she was black.
Y'all got receipts.
Oh, I keep.
But
y'all got receipts.
So here's the unfortunate part about that is, and this is something I learned very early in my career, is that people who smile in your face and grin and say, "Oh, I got you," are the main ones who don't. And so it took me one time to get burned, and from then on out, I made sure I had everything documented that I needed to document. And when I came to a meeting with a manager who was a black woman who I thought had my back, and I had come to a meeting with all the documentation.
That's a whole nother subject for another.
And she noticed I was documenting. Her whole story changed.
That's real though.
Ooh, girl.
But before I get out of here, I want to thank y'all for coming. I know you was invisible for half the show, but we made it. We made sure you was here, fam. I was here for you.
Casperia.
Yep, all day. But I appreciate y'all. Good luck to y'all on Friday.
Thank you.
I think y'all gonna do great. Again, don't be nervous. It's just a show.
Late.
Y'all do this very well. So it's just the only difference is
it's just
a lot of people in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's the nerve-wracking part.
Hey, Net, you coming?
Brandon said he coming.
Net, you coming? Friday, 9:30. Y'all got a show? I don't want to interrupt y'all show. Well, let Jack do it. You all right? You come party with us. Single and mingle, because Net single, she available, she ready to mingle. She need to be out here in these streets too. Get Net, really Net gonna be Net gonna be the next one. We gonna get Net on too. But we thank y'all. we definitely gonna have y'all back again. I appreciate y'all coming in. It's always fun. Y'all always welcome. First of all, Brandon, you and Mike cannot come on the dating show. Absolutely not. Y'all, Mike and Brandon, y'all can't come, fam. anyways, y'all gonna be somewhere. Well, not yet. They ain't gone yet. But no, y'all can't come. Y'all could be like guests. Like y'all come to Atlanta. I promise y'all, I'm gonna do an event and y'all could be judges because people will love to hear what y'all got to say. Y'all can do that. Y'all can be a judge. Okay, we'll do that. We'll get y'all set up where y'all can be judges. But in the meantime, in between time, again, thank you. If you're not reading this thing behind me, you're not doing the right thing.
Right.
I don't care if you black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican. I don't care what you are. Read that. Believe in something. Even if it means sacrificing everything. I live by that because I feel like I felt it when he said it. The commercial was valid. I'm happy Nike stood up for him. I'm going to stand up for my Milwaukee brethren.
Nike has been standing up for a lot of people.
Man, and I'm going to stand up for him, period. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to stand up all day.
I'm standing up for all my people that believe in that cause.
That's right.
And that's what's really mattered. But, again, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week. I won't tell y'all what happened on Friday. But we'll figure out a time to get them back so they can tell y'all what happened on Friday for them because I want them to be able to tell their stories because I'm sure they'll have several stories for that night. Be good to yourself, be good to other people, but most importantly, if you can't be good at it, goddammit. Peace and love. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all next week.